the Government Operations and Fiscal Policy Committee. We're continuing our work through the Capital Improvements Program budget. And today we have two items. We have general government, county offices and other improvements, as well as other government projects. And so for today's session, we have Mr. Mia, who is going to walk us through these items. And we will, of course, pause in case we have any questions. I see Mr. Dias. Of course, we also have Ms. Mary Beck from OMB. And so we have, if there are any questions, we can always pause and ask those, etc. But if we can then just take it in terms of like the decision points so that we can dispose of this item. With that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Mia.
Hey, good afternoon. I'll just quickly walk through the different projects that have been submitted by the county executive. Overall, I am recommending we concur with all of the executive's recommendations, with the exception of the MCPS bus depot, which we will defer for a later discussion to the full council for a more complete discussion. Overall, the 6-year funding level for the DGS administered projects in this category are about $32 million less than the previously approved CIP, and that's partly because we have a number of projects that are wrapping up or will be slated to wrap up this fiscal year. So the overall 6-year funding has gone down. However, for level of effort projects, which will continue indefinitely, that funding level has remained the same. So that's a good sign because the county is funding its renovations and capital needs through those programs. There is one new project that the county executive submitted. This is for the Lincoln High School renovation project. This will be funding $1.5 million FY23 to complete some building envelope repair and some roof replacements at this former high school in East Rockville. So that is just the one new project that was submitted by the executive. Beyond that, we have a couple of projects with scope changes. The COB office renovation, which the council previously approved as a supplemental in December. The funding for that is now appearing in the FY23, FY24 timeframe. For facility planning, we have a number of new studies that have been included, including the Clarksburg Regional Recreation Center, as well as the Poolsville Community Facility, as well as the future transit depots, which are replacing a number of depot studies that have been previously conducted and looking at a more countywide, through a countywide lens at where future transit depots could be located. I will defer to DGS staff to speak to any of those if there are any questions.
Yeah, we're happy to field any questions. I think each of these projects speaks for themselves, so I'll defer to the council members if they have any specific questions.
Any questions from my colleagues? We don't have any questions.
Right. The next project with a significant change is the HVAC replacement, HVAC electrical replacement project. This is a level of effort project. The county executive is recommending increasing the annual funding level by $250,000 in FY25 and 26. That's mainly because this is one of the projects that DGS has identified as having the most complaints in county facilities. This funds HVAC equipment repair, replacements, as well as electrical and fire protection systems for the county. So as a result of that need, the executive is recommending increasing that funding level, and county staff concurs with that recommendation.
Any questions from my colleagues or any objection to that addition? We're good with that.
Okay. There's one acceleration project, the EOB HVAC renovation project, that has accelerated about $7.6 million from FY26 to 23-24. That project, those funds are currently funding a study to look at options on how to renovate the EOB building. That study is expected to be completed before end of this fiscal year. At that point, we will have more information on what the executive would recommend in future CIP to fund that project. So staff recommends that project as well as recommended by the CE.
All right. Any objections from my colleagues regarding that project? Okay, we're good with that.
Okay. The remaining projects have no changes. These are all level of effort projects. funding building envelope repair, elevator modernization, energy conservation projects. Again, there are no significant issues with these projects, so staff recommends approving all of them as submitted.
Any objection to that from my colleagues? I don't see any objections. So with that, we will accept your recommendation.
Okay, great. So that covers item 1.
Okay.
Item 2 is the other general government projects category. Again, there are no changes here. This again, the packet was created just to kind of give an overview of what projects do exist in this category. Of note, I would say you have the 260 East Jefferson Street acquisition, which again the council approved via supplemental in December. Again, no changes. It's just being added to the CIP for the first time this year. And then we have the ALARF program. Again, no changes, but again, it's an active project that has been kept open. Again, staff recommendation is to approve both of these projects as submitted.
All right, Councilmember Katz.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I did want to point out, it always drives me a little crazy, and I'm sure if anybody is watching us at home, ALARF stands for Advanced Land Acquisition Revolving Fund. And I don't know if you weren't involved in this, I don't know how you could guess that. But anyhow, that's the only thing I wanted to add. Thanks.
Thank you.
Like, that's a very good point. Every time I see ALARF, I just think of like a dog barking, like a larf. You know, it's one of those weird things.
I have to buy a dog and name it ALARF.
ALARF. I think that's a great idea. Huh. One quick question I had regarding the Wheaton project. I noticed that the actual at Marion Friar Plaza, the floor and the stage, the wooden floor seems to already be deteriorating. Is that something that it's on our radar to be repaired? Just thinking.
We'd have to. Is this in the new plaza?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can take that up with DOT. Of course, DGS was not involved in the construction of that project, but I'll talk to the DOT director. There's got to be a warranty under that. It's been less than a year, so I'll defer to Chris Conklin on that, but we'll get back to you.
Excellent. We were there for the COVID-19 victim memorial, and I noticed that, especially if you're wearing heels, it's not a very safe experience. So I appreciate
that's one reason why I don't typically wear it.
I can understand. Okay, wonderful. Anything else, Mr. Mia, that we're supposed to address?
Nope, that's pretty straightforward. Thank you.
That's pretty straightforward. Okay, everybody. Well, I think that wraps up our work here.
Congratulations. I think you set a record.
We aim to be efficient. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a great afternoon.
I'm under budget here.
There you go. Under time and under budget. Goodbye. Thank you all.
Take care.
All right. Take care, everybody.